Away from that, many students across the country were left frustrated Tuesday as they reported to school only to be told to return home. Many parents and guardians were initially clueless about what was happening until they were eventually told the reopening had been postponed. Stranded SHS 3 students of the Nalirugu Senior High School criticized the Ghana Education Service for not communicating early enough.
For to tell them that what they are doing is not good, it will not help us because we are final years and we should have been in school by now. So we just, as we are in the house, we were not doing anything and you said we should come back. We came back today too. You are saying we should go back. What will we be doing in the house?
Me free konongona buy and then restaurant bedroom. The muye nenye na ye bedlu is a wo kwa lord fe no kra boa no kra wuntimi. Nti sky ye de buy no ye ntimi nyansa anko. O frɛ kra beka say oh ye nyeska kra maye. Nti say den na be ye.
Na den na house.
Me su because me kono me nya lorry fenko you say enura kwa na bedru ska wa me nchen nya no am de atoto me niam so ska bia ni me nchen.
From Kumasi, I came, that was yesterday. It's just painful. It's painful because we thought because we are final years, this is our time to study and write our final exams and go. But now that they are saying we should go back, and we don't know what we are even going to do in the house. So it's just painful.
We came back to prepare to write our WASI, but now that they're telling us to go home for 1 month, most of the students, when they go home, they don't get the chance to learn, and that is also going to bring down the WASI rate.
It's doing the education system like something we don't even understand now. We are feeling very bad about that issue. Yeah, some of them were just reporting, some of them were just at the entrance coming when they told them that the government said they should go back. So I don't see this thing, and I don't even know what we are going to do now. And I want to ask whether how the government is doing the system now. Can we pass?
In the Oti region, final year students of KJB Asato SHS described the decision to postpone their reopening date as bad.
The transportation that we spend and we go back again, it is a lot of money. So because of that, we can't go back again.
Where are you coming from?
Bimbila.
Bimbila.
Yeah.
I mean postpone.
Oh, to me, I think it's a very bad decision, and this will affect our academic. Because when we went home, most of us were not able to learn because nobody was around to motivate us. So as we've come, even if the teachers are around, they will guide us. But now that we have to go home, it won't help us at all. I think the government have to do something. Here lies the case. We have some few months to write our paper. Are we going to fail or we are going to pass? We've stayed in the house and it's very, very bad. The government have to do something about it.
The decision taken by the government is very bad.
Why do you say so?
Looking at our academics, we didn't do anything. We are now in Form 3, but most of the Form 2 topics we have not treated. We stayed in the house and couldn't go for classes because of the works in the house. And now we are here for the masters to help us. They are asked to go back to the house again. And looking at the distance and the money we pay as transportation, it's too bad. My mother borrowed money for me to transport myself from the school, from the house to the school. And here lies the case, I have to go back. Within 3 days, I came only Friday, and today, Tuesday, I have to go back to the house again. How is she going to get the money again? She needs to borrow, and borrowing, in addition to what she borrowed again, will bring a lot of burden, because if I go to the house again, we need to struggle to pay those people, and coming back, she needs to get money again. So looking at it, the decision is very bad. They need to do something about that. How are we going to write and pass exams, being in Form 3 and Form 2 things, you have not even learned it. And we have about only 2 months to write. It's too bad. Please, the government should do something about that to help us. Thank you.
Okay.
Please, I'm very, very sad about the decision taken by the government.
Why?
Because we have stayed in the house for too long. As a Form 3 students, we are going to write our WASI, but we don't know what we have learned. And they say WASI just near. Then they say we should go back to the house again.
We don't know. And our place too is too far.
Where are you coming from?
Oh, Accra. Sotium. Charlie.
Well, the Ghana Education Service has assured parents and final year students that the postponement of their reopening dates will not affect their preparation for the WASSCE exams. GES says the rescheduling of the reopening day is to prevent congestion in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, following advice from CHAS. Many students across the country were left frustrated as they had reported to school yesterday only to be told to return home. But apologizing for the delay release of the notice, Public Relations Officer of the Ghana Education Service, Cassandra Truman-Pofo, said the directive is in the right interest of the students.
First of all, express our sincere apologies to everyone. I must say that the situation is not pleasant, especially for parents who had already, dispatched their students, or some were even on their way to school and this communication came. We acknowledge that indeed it came late because parents had prepared already to take their works to school. Some were even there. As I speak with you, we are told some are even on campus that they'll be given a place to sleep and then they would leave. We acknowledge that. We apologize profusely. We really apologize for that. We had a meeting with an online meeting with CHAS, and looking at the situation, we realized that when we allow them to spend their vacation now and then later they have an uninterrupted class till they write their WASSCE, it would be a prudent decision. And that's basically the reason why we had to finally then say that again, in order not to have the Form 3s, the Form 2s, and then the Form 2 goals, and then the Form 1s all on campus at the same time, which may be, in a way, may at a point cause some kind of overcrowding or whatever. It's better that we give these students who are going to write their exams that ample time so that they will not have any break. And so, as I indicated, they were supposed to be in school today and then vacate on the 28th of May. And so they have vacation from 28th to 29th June. So that month period is what we have shifted forward so that during that time there wouldn't be any break, but they would have a full session till they write their WASSCE. They begin in September. And so I would want to assure our students, the parents, and everybody that in as much as we have postponed their reopening to 5th May, it would not affect their instructional period.